Good morning, students. This is your geography teacher Shobha Chaudhary. Now we are going to learn about factors affecting soil formation. We know about the factors. Parent rock, the composition and texture of a soil depends on the parent material, the material from which the soil is formed. Parent material may be rock broken down on the spot by weathering. You know, weathering is a process in which big rocks are converted into small pieces and then at last it converted into soil. It may also be material such as river alluvium, glacier, and wind blown sediment, volcanic ash, etc. These all are transported from elsewhere by the agents of erosion. Which are the agents of erosion? Agents of erosion are running water, means river, wind, glacier, etc. So these sediments are transported from these agents and deposited to lower areas. Okay, so parent material or parent rock is the one factor. Usually soils formed from dark colored rocks are rich in iron compounds, while light colored it has containing fewer iron compounds. Now, granite rocks usually produce coarse soil, coarse means rough, with large grains. These soils let water percolate through inside easily, means water can seep through easily. Basaltic rocks produce fine soils with small grains. So, these soil hold water for a longer time. Okay, so parent rock has different type of characteristic and so the soil also. Second factor is climate. Climate influences soil formation mainly through the action of temperature, moisture and wind moisture. Moisture and higher temperature quicken the chemical reaction involved in soil formation. Therefore, in the warm, wet low latitudes, thick and well-developed soils are quite common. The moisture content of soil is influenced largely by the amounts of precipitation and evaporation. Wind action in some places helps in soil formation by depositing sediments that may become parent material of soil. In areas of sparse vegetation, sparse means less vegetation, wind action may also remove soil. For example, in desert area, wind blows very fast. It takes the soil, the desert soil, and deposit to nearby areas. Now, third factor is topography. The topography or physical features, especially the slope of the land, influences the amounts of heat and moisture at a place. It thus affects soil formation. Plains which usually receive a lot of heat and allow moisture to collect are ideal locations for the formation of soil. Hillsides on the country may have relatively thin soil, as water and soil forming sediments run quickly down the slopes. Soil formation is further hampered if the hillside faces away from the sun and receives little heat. Next factor is microorganisms and living organisms. These organisms, the vegetation that grow on soil and the organisms that live in the soil add humus to the soil. It makes the soil fertile. Soils rich in humus are really very fertile. Burrowing by animals like earthworms, ants, termites exposes soil particles to weathering. These aids soil formation. It also help air to reach the roots of plant. So if they make the holes, it is good for the soil, so it helps air to reach the roots of the plant or trees. Now, last factor is time. Time is very important factor. The process of soil formation takes a long time. However, the time taken for soil formation varies under varying conditions. For example, soil formation takes place more rapidly in tropical climatic areas than in colder climatic areas. So, time is one of the most important factor. So today we learn about the factors which are responsible for formation of soil. Thank you, student.